Hello everyone, this is Rich Hay from WindowsObserver.com and the super site for Windows. Got a little treat today in the mail. This is attempt number 2 to receive this. This is the HP Stream 7 tablet. I ordered it from the Microsoft Store the first time last week and it got lost in transit. Somehow fell out of this envelope somewhere. Anyway, so I ordered another one, got it sent overnight, and I now have it in my possession. And I'm going to unbox it. It was a really great deal. Normally $99, it was $79 plus shipping, but you got some great deals with it. For instance, Office 365 Personal for 1 year, that's a $60, $70 value. 60 Skype minutes per month, and a $25 Microsoft Store gift card that I will apparently receive in the next 10 days or so. So really good value. Now, I've already cut open the envelope here so we can get this out of here and out of the way. And it's a small, compact box. A little surprising, actually. I know it's a 7-inch tablet, but it's still a small box. It has a 7-inch HD IPS touchscreen. The resolution is 800 by 1280. Yeah, I'm not so sure how this slipped out of an envelope and the box, but anyway. The 5-finger multi-touch support. It has an Intel Atom processor and it is a quad core that runs at 1.33 gigahertz, but it has a burst up to 1.83 gigahertz. Comes with 1 gigabyte of DDR3 RAM. Everything I've read says that RAM performs extremely well for the functionality of the tablet. It comes with a 32 gig SSD and a micro SD card slot, which is underneath the cover of this, which we'll talk about in a minute. It's got the integrated audio, the graphics, and all that kind of stuff. It uses shared memory. It does have one micro USB port that's used for charging, and you can connect other USB devices for it. That's why I have these. These are USB on-the-goes, OTGs, that will allow me to adapt that micro USB to a full-size USB so I can read a flash drive or something like that. And that's going to come in handy in about a week or so when I install Windows 10 on this device, which is the primary reason why I bought this tablet. I want to be able to do touch testing for Windows 10 and the new Office preview apps, but I didn't have anything but my Surface 2, which does not run the current release of Windows 10 technical preview. It's got wireless 802.11b, G and N. Wow, it's got a nice little heft to it. Wireless, it has a 2 megapixel back-facing camera. The front-facing camera is 0.3 megapixels, so not great high resolutions, but we'll see how that works out. Bluetooth enabled, of course, and it weighs just under a pound, 0.80 pounds, so just less than a pound. And like I said, it's called the HP Stream 7, so you get the tablet in there nicely wrapped up in its protective wrap. And then in here, nothing left but the empty box. So let's see what all we have in here. I guess, yeah, it must have fell out. So this thing did rattle around a bit when I picked up the box. But anyway, you got your charger that goes into the wall with the USB port on it. This right here is your micro USB to normal USB male or charging cord and adapter cord. So that can be used for multiple purposes, I'm sure. And then, of course, the instructions, the standard, here it is. Now, this is a Signature Edition PC. It did not cost me anything extra to get it as a Signature Edition PC. So that means no crapware, no antivirus programs or anything like that. It's just my tablet with the Windows 8.1 Bing operating system on it. Now, you might be familiar with the Bing operating system because Microsoft made that available to everyone, to manufacturers, to put on smaller size screens to help save licensing costs. So let's take a little bit closer look at this thing. It's got a nice size to it. It's really got a really nice kind of weight, not overly heavy or anything like that. But it does have a very nice feel to it as far as the weight goes. So let me get this wrapper off. Jeez. There we go. All right, so it's got a nice smooth back on there. It kind of got a slightly rough feel to it, but not like sandpaper, but very grippable. And then on the front, already picking up a lot of fingerprints. I mean, what touchscreen isn't going to pick up fingerprints? And you got a physical Windows button on the front, kind of like what I have on my Nokia Lumia 1520. On the side here is your power button, volume rocker. Up top is your headphone jack, the micro USB port for charging and accessing USB devices. You have a single speaker down here on the bottom, and then on the back there's a spot right over here where you can pop this back off, and I'm not going to try to do that now here in this video, but underneath of here is a non-removable battery. It's a 3000 milliamp lithium ion battery. They estimate up to 8 hours of usage. Everything I've read online says it's less than that. We'll give it a run and see what that means. And then inside here is also where the micro SD card is. So you can put an extra bit of storage in there. So the 32 meg, I have a 32 meg Surface 2. Storage has never been an issue. So having 32 gig on this hard drive is not a problem for me for the purposes I'm going to use this for, which will be mainly consumption, although I do have Bluetooth keyboards that I could attach to it and use to type if I wanted to. But this device is intended not only for my testing of Windows 10 and the touch apps, but consumption of information. And I imagine several of my modern apps like NG Reader, my package tracker, all those kind of things that I use modern apps for will work very well on here. But the extra storage, if I ever need it, like on my Surface 2, I have a 32 gig micro SD card in that, and I direct my OneDrive to that, so I don't take up the SSD space where the OS is. So let's see if it powers on, and if it's got a charge on it. Let's see. Well, I guess it arrives without any charge on it. So I'm going to have to plug this in, get it fired up, get it set up for Windows 8.1, and my plan is to ring it out using 8.1, get it all updated, and then once I'm comfortable that the hardware is working well, I will then do an upgrade to Windows 10 for it for the technical preview, specifically build 9926. In build 9926, I'll be able to test the new Word, Excel, and PowerPoint Office preview apps that are built to be touch friendly, and be able to give it a run and see how the Windows 10 interface works, how Continuum works, tablet mode, and all that kind of stuff. So there will be more videos, there'll be more blog posts about this, and we'll share the information and let you see what we're learning as we go along. So stay tuned, and we'll be in touch later. Stay safe out there.